Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome back to another edition of the Men Who Cry podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, review, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. If you don't do these things, I will have to tell you that I'm the dumbass who has to do this thing for a third time because this little red button was on the whole time. I didn't realize I was on mute. So thank you guys for listening and bearing with me with these technical difficulties. The reason why we have so many technical difficulties is because we had a podcast that I did yesterday. I was going to upload it until I realized that Tom Thibodeau got fired. So we have to do an emergency, kind of little quick synopsis. It'll be about 15 minutes so far. So this will be a very quick pod for you guys, and I'll get it up tonight so you guys can enjoy and listen to it. Thomas Thibodeau, fired by the New York Knicks. The Knicks got to the East Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years, losing to the Indiana Pacers in 6 games. And while I would say I'm a surprise, more or less by the timing, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, even though I've had some time to digest it. I'm not completely shocked that this happened. In the pod that will not see the light of day, I went through the reasons why I felt like this was going to be a very much a Cat or Tom Thibodeau discussion for this season, or for going into next season. So I'll say this at the start before we get into anything else. Thank you, Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau has been the best Knicks coach this century. It's not close. Now, would someone want to argue that the bar is on the floor? Yeah, there's a fair argument for that, but that doesn't take away this type of success that this man has had. Playoffs in 4 or 5 seasons. Like I said before, Eastern Conference Finals, first time in 25 years. Had multiple All-Stars. He had an All-Star representative in 4 out of the 5 years that he was the head coach. Made one guy into a superstar, another guy in Julius Randle into an All-NBA player, another guy coming here and making an All-NBA team in Karl Anthony Towns, winning clutch play of the year with Jalen Brunson. This man is, unfortunately, I feel like going to be a little lost in the history of just the NBA. I think him and Mike D'Antoni are going to be kind of similar. Ironically, both Knicks coaches. For different reasons, people disdain both of these individuals. Tibbs for obviously his stubbornness. Mike D'Antoni for maybe his stubbornness, but in a sense of like on the offensive end. But it's never lost on me the how hard it is to win in this city. And the fact that he gave this city its heartbeat back, which is the New York Knicks. No one gets this city going the way that the Knicks do. Not a single team. And the fact that he was able to get these guys to play the way they were. I mean, if you look at that the 2020-2021 roster, you're like, how the hell did those guys be the 4 seed? But got it going, got the team doing well, moving in the right direction. But I ultimately understand that this team is now vastly more talented than the one that they had 5 years ago. And it is no longer now good to just get into the playoffs. It's no longer acceptable to just win a round. The New York Knicks must make the finals next year. I would almost go as far as say win the championship next year. I'm pretty much there, but I will cap it as they have to make the finals next season. No doubt about it. And their ability to do that will now be on the next head coach. And I think that the main reason why Tibodeau is not the coach anymore is really for, I think, 2 reasons. Number one is I don't think that he was able to maximize the lineup that he was given to start the season with. If you look at all the lineup data and all these other nerdy stats that while they are nerdy, they are important, the starting 5 was not working. It was not thriving. It was not going well. And while that the team was able to get to East Conference Finals, they provided fans with the most anxiety that I've ever seen a team that get to be this successful ever before. You had no wins against top tier teams. You lost damn near every national televised game. You would have these brain farts, I would say, at random times, even during the playoffs. I'm talking about game 2 of the Detroit series, game 5 of the Detroit series, game 5 of the Boston series, game 1 and game 2 of the Indiana series. Like, there was a case to be made against him as to why he should not be the coach. So this is why I am not overall surprised. It is ballsy, I'll say that, from Leon Rose to get in and to be able to fire the most successful coach that he's had. This is now the second coach that Leon Rose will hire, and we will see which direction that he will go in. But ultimately, I do put this on the players. The players get paid the most money. Like, Tibbs gets paid pennies what most of the guys on the roster get paid. The frustration level had reached so high, at least for me, with this team. Once they lost game 1, I was like, this is done. They were not coming back. While I think they had mental fortitude, and I just think a Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson team will always have a team that's going to fight and not just going to give in. This team did not play basketball to the level of which they deserve to make the finals or even win the championship. And that's with all due respect to them beating Boston in round 2. There's going to be a major discussion about is who of the starting five will be pulled. Will there be a major trade? Are they going to go after someone like KD and Giannis? I would not do either of those, because if you've seen more and more of the NBA, it is not about your top 5. It is about your 1 through 10. It is about the guys who get to play on the court. And the worst guy for you to play on the court has to be someone that can really play. It can't just be some type of specialist or a guy who like maybe gets hot from 3. They got to be able to do multiple things on the basketball court while they're out there. And I don't think shortening your rotation for someone like Giannis, if even that's even possible, is going to put you in a contender status next season, as you just saw with his own team that ironically the Knicks just beat up on every single time they played. It is a mercurial day. I'm not going to say it's a sad day because, look, I'm not going to begrudge a guy. Tom Thibodeau made damn near $50-60 million in his life coaching basketball. So, like, let's not pretend. Let's not cry, real tears from here. There's people who've got, a lot more serious problems. But this is an opportunity for them to, I think, have a coach come in and win them the whole chip. Right? This is not about conference finals appearances. This is not even about finals appearances. This is about winning the NBA championship, which they have not done since 1973. I think a lot of fans have gravitated to the idea that it's going to be Johnny Bryant, and I'm not going to poo-poo that or put any cold water on that just because it's coincidentally, the report came out that Johnny Bryant was one of the finalists for this Suns job, who left New York to go coach in Cleveland. It is now one of their candidates for that job. I would not be shocked if Johnny Bryant became the New York Knicks head coach. I would be very worried about hiring a assistant coach to coach this job. Like I said before, this is about winning the championship. Nothing else. Okay? And I think that you need to have a coach who's worth his salt and has been in that moment and been in that fire, because this seat is hot. It's not just the pressure of being in New York. You got to win here, like win in a way that no one else has won here before since Jeff Van Gundy. Okay. I would be more of an advocate of getting someone like Rick Pitino or even a Dan Hurley over Rick Pitino, because I know those guys can handle that. I know they can handle that. That is some real stress and some real, craziness, and those some crazy motherfuckers. And you need to be a crazy motherfucker to try and think you're going to win the championship here. So we will see in the coming days. If I had to guess, they did this quickly because I think they know the guy that they want, and I think they want to hire them before they get into the offseason work on, like I said, who we're going to trade for. The drafts coming up at the end of the month. So I definitely think they're going to have, I would hope that they would have their coach prior to the NBA draft coming up. But it's a big move for the franchise, a big move for Leon. And the reason why I said it's a big move, because once you fire the coach, there's only one other guy that's going to get fired at that point, you know? And then if the GM gets fired, then the players are the next ones on the chopping block. But Leon's done an incredible job here. Not everything's been a make, but he's done an incredible job to turn his franchise around as well. And I think that this will be his move that could put him in the Hall of Fame. You know, if he gets his coach right and the Knicks win the championship, no one's going to care about the rest of this stuff. But if he gets it wrong, his ass will be grass and it'll be back to the drawing board. So we'll see how this one plays out or this goes. Very, very, very interesting timing on this. I'm more interested on the timing of this, which is why I feel as if the Johnny Bryant kind of conversation is making more sense and getting a bit louder as we go forward. But yeah, like I said, I got you guys out of here quickly. But thank you guys again for listening to the Men Who Cry podcast. We will have a pod actually talking about the NBA Finals later. Probably not this week. We'll probably push that over to next week because we're gonna have a guest come in to give his perspective on the series. If I do not hear from you, or if you're not hear from me rather, prior to that, I will give my prediction on that really quickly. I have OKC in a sweep. Yes, I think OKC is that talented. This is not disrespectful of the Pacers. I think OKC is that good. So I have OKC winning 4-0. Yes. And that's my official prediction. Okay. Thank you guys for listening for the Men Who Cry podcast, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm out.